Chris Chinnock here for Display Central at Display Week 2014's the Cima Nanotech booth. They are a conductive film technology with silver nanoparticles, which is to be distinguished from silver nanowire technology. So there is a difference in the physics here, so I want to be clear that this is a silver nanoparticle technology. So what they do is they create this conductive film on either PET or polycarbonate. I'll come back to the polycarbonate in a minute. That's a new component for them. And they create these silver nanoparticles in a binder that's a solvent and water mixture. This is laid down on a PET substrate in about a 30 micron thick layer. The solvent evaporates in about 20 seconds, goes into the oven, and eventually forms, through a self-aligning process, a grid, but kind of a spider-like grid of these silver nanoparticles. That ends up being about 3 microns thick or so. So it's a very thin layer on this very flexible PET substrate. And what's great about it is it has great sheet resistance, about 5 to 15 ohms per square. ITO typically much higher in the 100 to 150 ohm per square range. So it's got great sheet resistivity. So that makes it very attractive for a lot of folks, and flexible, of course, which ITO is not. So one of the announcements they have here is a relationship with a company called SABIC. That's a Saudi/GE company that makes polycarbonate substrate, so that they can now have a kind of a business relationship with them. What they provide to them is polycarbonate either sheets or formed materials. This can be coated now by Cima Nanotech, so the whole surface of this phone is now touch sensitive. Now this has a hard coat on it, but you can potentially make this whole thing touch interactive if you were properly patterned it and electrified it. So being able to do this now will open up a whole range of different options and capabilities. And so SABIC is really taking the lead in selling these products and this capability to their customer set. And back of me also is a new relationship with a company called Andola. I think it's Taiwanese or Korean? Chinese. A Chinese company who basically takes this 42-inch panel and puts the silver nanowire particle. See, I almost did it again. Silver nanoparticle film over it to create very high resistivity. Now they can operate this at 150 hertz, so that's very fast for touch capability. And over here, they're kind of showing that in a little game of Pong, kind of an updated version of Pong, where you can put your fingers on the table and move them around. Now, actually the software is actually running a little bit slow right now, but the capability to do very fast interaction is obviously very attractive, and something that now creates a new and unique opportunity for the company and capability. So that's pretty much the story here from Cima Nanotech. Chris Chinnock for Display Central.